but no. Here we are now, Setup Classes live, going soon. Of course, there was a pause here, but glad to finally go live with the ECA Open Grand Finals here tonight. The Crunchy Bunch and Playground Tactics. And who do you want to watch first, Blank?
Well, I mean, since we kind of know who wins this first mid-fight, I think I'm going to follow someone from the Crunchy Bunch. I'm going to put my camera on their demo, man.
Alright, here, so we will be watching Rex, who is quickly making his way to mid, actually. And he's going for the balcony rollout here, so nice and high on that right side, beating out Rikachu, who's a little bit slow. I mean, you gotta remember that Preston's power got knocked out here, so they're gonna be 5 players on Playground Tactics. As the bomb coming in for Typhus, way high in the sky, completely behind the enemy team in their valley, but Real meanwhile taking down Sun. And lots of chaos ensues, but 3 players down now for Playground Tactics. Crunchy Bunch picking up another one, Okiwaka takes down Insomniac, and yeah, they win this first mid, 4 frags there. I didn't ruin that, by the way. That was completely something that we didn't know beforehand.
Okay, Slan, if you say so. I'm gonna do a quick HUD reload scheme because everything on my in-game
the colors
is
are messed
bongered.
up. Looks like Peyote here does have a 20% Uber advantage as they're beginning to push last, but he's not quite in last in time. I think London Calling should be getting it in time. Meanwhile, Insomniac switching over towards Sniper, making sure he's ready for this. And peeking main, looking for something. Insomniac actually going for top left here if you can get an angle on that upper lobby.
Yeah, a bit of a classic sniper spot. I mean, watching that staircase, because that's normally when you see, Pocket, Demo, sometimes the medic crossing over, so trying to see if he can get something as he misses his first shot on the scout main.
And there's that pause that we were talking about. He's offline. Fucking weather, power outage, fucking tornado sirens going off, says Okiwaka, and here we go. Insomniac now on that top right side. I think the Crunchy Bunch should be waiting. Probably, yeah. Real says they're gonna be waiting here for Preston to come back in, which is very nice of them.
What a bunch of bros.
Yeah, I like how everyone has good sportsmanship here in TF2. Just this is generally one of the better communities compared to I won't name names, but certain MOBAs and FPS games involving realistic shooting.
Yeah, TF2 is definitely one of the better communities for games that I play comp, as my TF2 has just crashed. So it's all on you, Slip.
Well, meanwhile, Bosch has killed himself, so I think he might be switching over to Sniper while we're waiting for Preston to come back in.
Or what about the offensive heavy?
Nope, Bosch is he literally just committed suicide for the sake of, for fun. He's actually playing
He's stat padding the death per minute stat.
But it'd be kind of interesting if they were just kind of sitting around here waiting for Preston to come back in, and Bosch had swapped over to Spy, and he takes the entirety of the time to go cloak and dagger behind the enemy team and just sets up behind the mid.
Oh god.
You guys, I don't know if you guys can see chat right now. I think Truck probably has it off, but they're literally just typing to each other. This is not be a match anymore. This is literally just a chat room. This is a TF2 chat room. As the cap tries to go down there, Bosch runs himself onto the point as looks like Preston is back into the game, and they barely stop Bosch, but Bosch got 3/4 cat time on last. Ubers are even. That HUD on the side of your screen is going to be a little bit outdated while these pauses are coming off. And meanwhile, Insomniac is still trying to go for that sniper move on the lower main. And I believe Bosch here is switching over to Sniper himself. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we're just gonna see a little sniper on sniper battle as Insomniac, nice headshot, taking down the Devilman Rex from the Crunchy Bunch, and looks like Playground Tactics might try to make a move off of this. Bosch is meanwhile sniping off the main, and we see a sniper on sniper battle, but they're missing there. Bosch is actually running the Razorback, which I don't know why he's doing that in a 6's match, but to each his own.
Yeah, definitely. I would have liked to have seen Playground Tactics just pushed immediately off the demo pick, like right there. I feel like Insomniac should have just gone scout. I mean, if they had the Uber exchange up top, it favors Playground Tactics because no stickies means you can just walk into the other combo, get the force. But I mean, kind of just a reset here. This is kind of one of the problems with the defensive sniper is any kills you get really just kind of stalls, unless it happens to be a medic pick. As Insomniac just goes down main, and that's kind of the problem with sniper on defense. Is if you go down, I mean, now they have their pick to push last as the Uber comes in here. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. The Uber now popped towards the point. They actually have a lot of cap time here, half cap, as London Calling is doing his best to block it, and Preston with a nice air shot to take down Recruso. 4-on-4 battle. Bosch still taking pot shots here at main and takes down the medic London Calling. Insomniac gets a pick onto Okiwaka. Now the scouts are fighting here on the main. They take down Rex the Doorman once again, and Insomniac is rushing the sniper with the pistol, takes him down with the help of Rikachu's pills. And looks like the Crunchy Bunch failed their push here at last, but they do keep Peyote alive. London Calling did go down in that exchange, and Peyote is going to have a 40% Uber advantage here.
Yeah, I bet he is. Right there, though, you see one of the weaknesses, in my opinion, of running the off-class sniper on offense is even if you get, like, a pick, as you saw there, like, the Bosch was able to kill Insomniac, you're still pushing in, and you have a sniper on offense, so it's kind of like a 5.5 versus 5, in my opinion. But
yeah.
Still, a nice shot to him nonetheless. They do have the Uber advantage here, which will be interesting to know which side they're going to choose to push, as Insomniac is still on sniper on defense here.
Yeah, Okiwaka, the pocket for the Crunchy Bunch, is going to be leading this, but oh, Bosch gets taken down by the defensive sniping of Insomniac, but that Uber's still coming in anyways with the scout demo off of the top left side. They're pressuring the point very heavily as the Rikuso takes down Sun. 4-on-4, Rikachu, sorry. Great stickies on the point to deny the cap. It's so capped right now though, and Playground Tactics are forced to sit on their point. London Calling did keep that Uber though. They were able to force the Uber from Peyote and back off and keep it. So they might be doing a push here once they get these respawners.
Oh yeah, that they will. However, Badlands last, one of the hardest, like, pushing out of any last is hard, but I mean, on this map especially, there's so many entrances in the last you have to cover. I mean, you have drop down, you have top left bats,
yep. And,
you have main,
sorry to
you have the
interrupt you
shutter by
here.
trash. Oh, sure.
But we do see Bosch on the spy, so if Kurt's over on the spy cam, so London Calling might be trying to push out with this Uber advantage, but Bosch is going to be waiting behind the point with that cloak, normal Invis Watch. He just uncloaked right now, he's going for the point, but gets taken down right away by Typhus. And if this is as good as time as any for Playground Tactics to push out. But
yeah, however, it doesn't look like they're electing to do it here. It looks like a little bit of peeking, but for the most part, I mean, they just seem content to sit here and let Crunchy Bunch hopefully have a pretty bad push and then try to push out a last there. But I feel like, you know, eventually Crunchy Bunch is likely to get a successful push. So, I mean, these are a couple of chances, Playground Tactics, that in high end, you know, where they're probably going to be playing next season. You need to start taking some risks like this.
Well, yeah, Playground Tactics cannot be happy about this many shots on goal, but this is the grand finals, so every single round is valuable, and they cannot afford to lose this match, so they're just going with the very, very conservative play call. But you're right, Blank, they probably should take some risks, and they need to get out of this eventually, otherwise, if Playground Tactics, if the Crunchy Bunch have enough chances, they'll probably score. But oh, Insomniac drops down the main and takes down Bosch, nice headshot there. And we do see Playground Tactics now finally starting to push out the Soldier Bomb to try and get the Uber Force. Doesn't get it to go. Peyote nicely backed off into the battlements, but now the other soldier now, Preston, gets taken down by Okiwaka, and this is looking very, very bad for Playground Tactics now. They're 3 players down, no soldiers up. Real pressure in the top right side, keeping the demo off the point, and here goes that Cap Crunchy Bunch. Take this first round 1-0.
Yeah, the idea behind the push out there was, I mean, they sent the Roamer to try and sack to get a force, but the pocket ended up walking past a sticky trap, and his medic just walked right into it, so a little unfortunate.
Yeah, they had so many chances to push out a last, but they took, like, probably their worst opportunity. And, that's gonna be that for them. Looks like we're going to the next mid. The Crunchy Bunch are coming out of the valley and playing their own train. Both teams playing their own train, really, as the early bomb coming in from, was that Preston there, trying to get some damage. London Calling goes down from a scout from behind. Bosch came out of the closet, took him down, grabs Rikachu, the Devilman, as well before getting pistoled out of the sky by Sun. Typhus taking down Rill, and it's going to be a 2-on-3. Peyote is still alive, but the scout, Sun, rushes him. Great job, meat shot there to take him out, and now the 2-on-1. Fully buffed soldier, Okiwaka in a lot of trouble here, down to 50 health, taken out by Sun, who got a lot of frags on that mid. And Playground Tactics finally getting this one.
That was just really well played to that scout-soldier duo right there, saving the round and well, maybe not the round yet, but definitely saving the mid-fight for their team as the soldier and scout coordinated going in with a good old 1-2 punch there, and they'll probably be able to take yard off of this, potentially, as, yeah, the scouts are peeking in. This should be a bit of a spire fight here to start.
Yeah, but knowing the Playground Tactics, they've been going for such conservative play calls this entire time, they probably won't be able to get in the yard in time, and yeah, that's what we're seeing now. Both teams sort of evening out these Ubers as the door closes in the background. Roommates.
Actually, yeah, that's interesting you say that. They did have a pocket soldier pick for a few seconds, and I mean, the demo didn't set up Sticky's choke yet, but I mean, going for the safer option here of just stalemating out at mid and waiting till they get Ubers, and then, you know, gonna try and peek and prod and potentially have an Uber push in the 2 here, so we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah. And you know, this isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to them. I mean, they won mid. You know, they're just evening out these Ubers here, and let's see what they do. They're actually electing to go through the house, and they're actually going to push the flank. This is actually kind of a risky play on even Ubers, as they're pressuring out the left side spawn door. Soldier is trapped in there, the roamer soldier, but Okiwaka pushes into the house and takes down Typhus. That's what I'm talking about, that risk there. Now they're one player down and stuck behind the enemy combo. Scout gonna get this force. London Calling drops the Uber on Great Bridge. This is terrible for them. 4 players down now as Rikachu and Insomniac in a lot of trouble, and the Crunchy Bunch have cleaned up everybody using that Uber. Peyote did get the force. Rikachu, nice trap to take down Real, but it's not gonna be enough to hold off mid, as it looks like Insomniac is gonna have to back off. Oh, Rikachu getting taken down in the valley by Okiwaka. And the Crunchy Bunch took back this mid easily.
Yeah, that they did. You were definitely correct in saying that a push through Valley is risky. I feel like if a team pushes Valley, there's like 3 major options the defense has to exploit, and right there you just saw the Pocket Soldier, Okiwaka, walk in the house and drop like the roamer, which is, you know, one of the correct responses, and I mean, once London Calling dropped the Uber, that push was all but lost.
I just thought he said Okiwaka Waka in the house.
Waka,
Anyways,
waka,
Peyote,
waka,
waka. Peyote now 40% Uber advantage, getting ready to push into last, and with this large Uber advantage should be able to take this round here. Peyote now has that Uber, and they're gonna be taking a soldier in Scout, sorry, to the top left. Real takes on Insomniac, who's a little bit overextended, trying to snipe and get that pick. A lot of point pressure now as Real and Rakuso go down, but that's gonna be that round. Crunchy Bunch making it 2-0.
Wow, we're having a Crunchy Bunch are starting to pull away with this a bit. I mean, Playground Tactics had a really nice save on the last mid-fight here, but really, they need to convert on their pushes in the C. Spire. Spire seems to be the key at the moment.
I'll take this next mid blank, go for it.
Okay, right now I'm watching the Okiwaka man as he rolls up to mid, jumping up to his own train. Ooh, he eats a nice air sticky there from Rikachu, and he's trying to fight underneath. The medic is down, though, for Playground Tactics, as he has these soldiers pressuring him on train. Not really doing a whole lot that mid, but I mean, Playground Tactics is bleeding so many numbers here, and with their scouts up, they're going to be able to clean this up.
Wow,
So overall, that was just, you know, med pick, and then Playground Tactics trying to suicide for the medic, but, you know, Crunchy Bunch were able to protect him.
Yeah, Bosch is doing so much work on these mids, it's incredible. And from Playground Tactics, they were kind of just separated. They had half their team fighting the combo outnumbered there, and then the other half was trying to hold off those scouts underneath. Didn't really work out for them, and the Crunchy Bunch are getting a lot of early picks there. And now, with London Calling dead, they're going to be trying, or well, he's just respawning now, he's going to try and do this forward hold. Insomniac picks off Rikuso, but they need to try and keep this forward hold and try and get that early Uber force. As the combo for the Crunchy Bunch is trying to get through the trash. They push in both scouts, but they don't bring their medic in with them. And actually, both scouts have rushed into the last point. They're on their last now, 2v1, but they're going to get denied here by these soldiers, and Rex somehow died in that process. That was an interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, I knew they had the Uber advantage. What those scouts did there was just extremely greedy. Like, as soon as they got in clean, they could have just delayed and stayed alive, and then, you know, like, all of Playground Tactics would have backed up because they would have feared the Batcat, so that would have just allowed the rest of Crunch Bunch to walk in, but oh no, we have a really bad Uber pot coming out of Peyote, as well as the fact that they're down 2, and London Calling is going to be telling his team to push in the mid here.
Yeah, not only did they squander their chance for an Uber advantage push into the last, but now they've had a bad Uber here. Now comes the pot from London Calling onto Preston. He's clearing a lot of space here and trapping out Rex, who's going to get taken down right away. Rikachu doing a nice job of keeping the enemy out of the choke, and they're actually already rolling past this mid, getting into Yard already. Like this decision, there's no Demo Man alive for the Crunchy Bunch, and they have this opportunity to get aggressively into the next point.
Yeah, that they do. I mean, no Demo Man means no traps. Slight Uber advantage here for Crunchy Bunch, but they're far away from that, and they're fighting this without a Demo Man. And Demo Man is arguably the best class when fighting Spire, because he's the only class that can fight it without actually committing himself to it.
Yeah, and we see a lot of cap time now for the Playground Tactics, getting a scout up there and getting that cap down. London Calling at a 30% disadvantage, so they're probably going to hold it here and even out these Ubers, but we do see a forward hold from the Crunchy Bunch, and they might try and make a move with this 30% advantage. No, they're pulling back.
Well, I mean, it is the safer call. This last is really hard to push out of, but I mean, when you have small advantages like this, it's always good to at least try and peek and see if, you know, anyone's close, anyone's there you can take advantage of, because as long as you can get 2 kills with it, or even, like, find that entry frag, and then transition then to, like, a full-blown Uber push, I mean, that can be the key, but we do see the, Bosch here pulling out the Pyro play on last, so
Yeah, interesting call to go Pyro on even Ubers. Typically, the Pyro is going to do a really great job of keeping that Uber out of the fight, air blasting them up in the air, but the Pyro typically dies in the exchange. We're going to see what happens here as the Uber comes in for the Playground Tactics top left. Nice job there. This Uber is getting completely foiled by Bosch's air blasting, and he's actually trapping out a soldier, so this might be a pick for him as he pulls out the extinguisher and takes down Preston. That's a nice opening pick. It's going to be 6-on-5. Can they do anything with this at all as the Ubers are out of the way?
Well, Bosch is swapping over to Scout here, just trying to pressure out that lower left, and they are able to drop a Scout here, yeah. And there's a lot of peeking going on from Crunchy Bunch. I really like this. If they can get another kill, they're going to be able to push him out here and potentially take Spire. As the Scout's going really aggressive on the demo, but no, he's backing up. Now, that looks like we're probably going to stalemate here.
It's crazy that is all Bosch. Like, Bosch did the Pyro move, and then he switched to Scout and got another pick. And then he rushed the Battlements. He is the entirety of the aggression for the Crunchy Bunch.
Yeah. Oh, we have a spy play here from Insomniac.
Yeah, ooh, is he on normal Invis Watch? We'll see what happens now as he's cloaking in through the main. Meanwhile, Bosch is on Sniper, but doesn't see anything. And this might be a little interesting exchange here. Insomniac is going to have to uncloak behind the point, but that Razorback might actually come into play because Bosch has that, and he takes down the Devilman Rikachu, so the Crunchy Bunch might actually push out of this, and Insomniac might be able to backcap last. Let's see what happens now as Typhus takes down Recruso. 5-on-5, Insomniac still crouched behind the point, and he goes for it, takes down Peyote and drops that Uber.
Oh my god.
Incredible play there as London Calling comes in now with his own Uber, pops the point, and this should be the entire round there. As Insomniac with a great medic pick. The Crunchy Bunch are positioning themselves to push out of last with that Demoman pick, but unbelievable play there from Insomniac to win his team that round and bring it to 2-1. The Crunchy Bunch are still in the lead. Halftime will be at 3 rounds.
Yeah, Insomniac pulling a little stabby action there with that stair stab, but I mean, apparently he's the man of the moment right now, so I'm watching him at this next mid-fight, Slim.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Looks like a Valley rollout for either team. They're running for their own trains again, but oh wow, this bomb coming in for the Crunchy Bunch is not working out, and Recluso gonna get taken out right away. Rill and Bosch, the two scouts who are key for the mids for the Crunchy Bunch, are going down, and that's gonna force the combo out for the Crunchy Bunch. Wow, they get completely wiped to that aggression from Playground Tactics. Great job there from them.
Indeed, losing scouts very early in mid-fight pretty much means you're not gonna win it, because scouts, I mean, they're the guys that make the frags happen once the mid-fight, you know, starts progressing in the later stages, and when they're down, I mean, you don't have that fragging power, so...
Well, I like what
really
Playground Tactics, I like what Playground Tactics are doing here. They are moving into last already as the Spire just capping now. The combo for the Crunchy Bunch are on the right side, and they're gonna run straight into this Uber. As looks like Peyote's in a lot of trouble. London Calling doing a nice job of distributing the heals and flashing that Uber around. The Heavy behind the point is trying his best to do anything there, but gets completely focus fired down. And with all these frags happening, it looks like Playground Tactics are going to even this out to 2-2.
Wow, that was just a really nice push in there. Waiting, you know, not even waiting for the Spire to cap and realizing we should push in now before they get set up, and just catching the Crunchy Bunch completely off guard with basically their entire team on that top left side.
Yeah, the Playground Tactics had a slow start to this match, but they really brought it back and evened it out, and now it's anyone's game as we head into the 5th mid-fight. Both teams again going for the Valley Roll. Let's see if the Crunchy Bunch can keep their scouts alive. One's in the closet, positioning himself to come in, but he's going to get shut out here by the roaming soldier, and it looks like this is really slow to develop. Not a lot of damage going around for either team, but Insomniac finally picks up a kill onto Bosch's. Wow, aggressively pushing across the Crunchy Bunch. Rills take down Rikachu on that battlement. Still 4-on-4 here as Peyote drops the Uber to Typhus's equalizer. And
is Song gonna go for this? He's going for it. No, he's gonna get shut down to Rex's stickies there. And that was a really funky mid there, eh, Slim?
It was really slow to develop, but I like how the Crunchy Bunch pushed across aggressively to take down the Demoman. And then, even though Typhus took down the medic with that equalizer, they still came out on top, but as Bloodside would say, it's still legal.
The soldier class.
Or don't worry, it's legal, I should say. And the Crunchy Bunch are now repositioning themselves to try and maybe get in the yard. Playground Tactics are playing so far back, they're actually giving them space to come in. But now they're finally getting up and locking that choke off, so the Ubers are going to equalize. Peyote's doing a really good job of building up his Uber here, and he's going to have a 30% advantage, 40% now
it's even. Actually a Kritzkrieg, Slim.
Oh, is that what's going on? Well, take it away from here, Blank.
Alright, well I'm going to watch the Rex camp. Those first two stick. That's the game's on Rex here. Is the soldier bombs in? Rex gets a crit sticky off, but oh, it's a no-go. Is teams trading scout for demo here. Oh, but not able to kill the medic. Or really, I mean, they're down their demo man here to fight Spire, but they're gonna have an Uber to contest this, and there's a soldier behind as well. I mean, they need to get out there and fight this, not get this cap up as they have the Ubers. They go down a soldier as well, and they're gonna actually lose this cap here.
Oh no, Playground Tactics backed off way too far with that Uber, and then by the time they came in, they couldn't even block the point with it. So they're in a lot of trouble here as Peyote stayed alive and is going to have a huge Kritzkrieg advantage ready to push into last. Insomniac switching over to NG, recognized the situation, going to play Sentry, and you know, the Sentry doesn't take extra damage from that Kritzkrieg, so this might be the correct counter for what's about to happen as Typhus switching over to Pyro as well. Expecting it to come in Peyote 90%, and that crit should be coming in at any moment. Bosch switching over to Spy in the meantime. But here comes that crit. The Spy is on the point. He's gonna uncloak here to try and drag people down there, maybe, but Rikachu takes him out easily. And that Pyro dropping down to main, he sees the crits coming from that direction there, and yeah, here comes that crits now. Soldier jumping towards the point. Rikachu has stickies on the point, kind of. He's able to deny something, but Rex picks up 2. Oh no! And London Calling is not gonna get this Uber in time. He's at 95%. Can he get it? He's healing. He's got 99. Doesn't get it in time, man. The Crunchy Bunch bring it to halftime.
What a crazy first half here. I mean, I think Crunchy Bunch were up 2-0. Then we had, you know, Playground Tactics pulling back a bit, you know, tied up 2-2, and then Crunchy Bunch with I mean, that was just a weird round. The Spy uncloaked really early before the rest of his team could follow up. You know, the Kritzkrieg comes in, but I mean, Rex kind of going big. I think he got a 3K with that crit, so, you know, able to salvage the round for his team there.
Yeah, it was really interesting what they were trying to do, because they were trying to get people in a place where Rex could put out that damage, and Bosch's play on the point didn't quite work out. And the Soldier Bomb didn't really work out either, but Rex still got the frags anyways, and London Calling was literally 1% from getting that Uber, blocking the point, and saving that round. And I don't think they were quite building efficiently enough to really get it there. I mean, they just built a little bit more, they would have had it.
Yeah, definitely. That's, you know, that's one of those things where you just start scratching your head and going, you know, dang, I wish I built that last 5%, like, just my pocket shot one more rocket, or, you know, rather than buff this guy, letting him build a little longer, but, you know, that's kind of one of the things, though, when they ran those off classes. I mean, they had the Pyro, NG, Sniper defense, I believe. I mean, those are classes that are like, you know, NG, his Sentry Gun doesn't take bonus damage. Pyro, you reflect like crits, but I mean, you lack killing potential when you have that, so, you know, Rex was just able to stay alive. I mean, I think his first 2 stickies didn't do anything, but because they had no one really able there to kill him, eventually he was able to just kill some people with crits, so. But I mean, that was a really, really close first half, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. I'm taking a look at the stats right now, and it's kind of interesting to see how the frags are distributed, because the demo men for either team have the most frags, followed by the soldiers and then the scouts. Typically, or at least in the upper level play, you'll see the scouts having the most frags because they're cleaning up all the frags there. So, what are you taking away from that, Blank?
1 second. Let me open up the stats. But I think you said demo, soldiers, and then scouts. That was the progression of frags. That's kind of the opposite of what you want in terms of like optimal play, in my opinion. It should be your scouts generally top fragging, then soldiers kind of like your secondary, and then like your demo man's really the big damage dealer.
Right, that's why I was thinking it was so weird that that's happening. I mean, if you look at the stats, Bosch is clearly doing a lot of work for the Crunchy Bunch. Real has been kind of struggling, but he's hanging in there decently. And the scouts, yeah, it's really hard to say what's going on, because I don't know, it's just a weird stat distribution. It's kind of unusual. And both teams have 2 medic Uber drops. London Calling had that unfortunate one on the Grey Bridge when they pushed behind the flank, and and then he had the other one when he got dropped by a Spy. And then, or was it Peyote got dropped by the Spy?
I believe it was Peyote. Peyote got dropped by the Spy, yeah.
It's a weird game, but
you know, say a little bit of jitters if these medics are dropping these Ubers in the open final, potentially.
But definitely the highest damage on the board is Rikachu with 6,400. The next highest is Rex, the other demo man, with 5,400. So Rikachu has 1,000 more damage. Pretty insane.
Yeah, well, I mean, when the game's well, with the way Playground Tactics are playing, you know, kind of just taking it a little bit slow, you know, trying to go for more concrete advantages. You know, I kind of favor the demo man class, especially like when they're holding last and Crunchy Bunch are trying to sack players on the point. That's just kind of stat padding for Raikichi there, but I mean, nonetheless, he is still playing very well, and not to take away anything from him.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Okay, so it is currently halftime again. If you guys are just joining us now, this is the ESEA Open Grand Finals between the Crunchy Bunch in the lead with 3 rounds and Playground Tactics with 2 rounds. Playground Tactics need to win this map to even it out 1-1 and bring us to CP Gravel Pit, the tiebreaker map. Crunchy Bunch are just 2 rounds away from clinching these finals here. Both of these teams have already made intermediate, but this is basically for the glory and the cash prize. The cash prize, by the way, is like, what, $300?
Something like that. I don't know. I was just reading chat, or, you know, I'm glancing at chat right now, and I saw something about Banny's locks of hair once again coming in the discussion. Sort of saying like how he draws his TF2 powers from his hair, like Samson from the good old Bible, the good book.
That's funny. Yeah. So, a couple announcements to make. You guys, a lot of people were watching the Tip of the Hats event this last weekend. It was very successful. Big congratulations to Sean Bud, Truck, and everyone else involved. And then this weekend, make sure you're watching this channel here, Team Fortress TV, but the main stream is going to be on twitch.tv/ESEA_orange, and you'll be seeing that link more on the Team Fortress TV forums, but all the casting will be done on the ESEA stream for this weekend, so make sure you're checking that out. The casting starts Saturday morning on 4/20, and we'll continue on. The grand finals will be played on Sunday, 4/21. And then as far as the other info goes, on Monday, again, will be the UGC Platinum Highlander Grand Finals on Team Fortress TV. A lot of TF2 action here, Blank. And actually, the ESEA Season 14 begins like May 13th, so it's coming up super fast. A lot of people expected a long break, maybe starting in June or something, but they're starting it up right away. And Blank's still AFK. He's probably pouring himself a drink. Again, it's Blank's 21st birthday, so make sure you wish Blank a happy birthday. He'll probably be streaming later, so make sure you hop in there and say hello.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Oh, cool. They're not live yet.
And we're just hanging out here, and there's probably more tornadoes going around Oklahoma. You know how it is.
Yeah, the tornado coming out, ripping away all the cores from his computer and stealing his internet. So yeah, both teams not ready here.
Well,
Okay.
while we're here, Blank, I think you and I will actually be casting a lot of the ESEA LAN. Of course, there'll also be Seabear, and
I don't think DJC is gonna be there, right? Because he's gonna be in Canada.
I don't want to spread rumors, but DJC told me he doesn't want to do casting anymore, which I heard was sad, but
Is being captured.
that's what I heard from him the other day. Maybe, you know, if anyone else in the community has a chance to talk to him, you can try and convince him otherwise. But I heard he was done casting, so...
Man, that's very unfortunate. He brings a lot of energy. He's definitely a great caster.
Yeah, oh yeah, Bloodsire will definitely be there as well. We have a team of about 8 people, including everyone else involved in Team Fortress TV. You know, Enigma, our fearless leader, Mocha, who handles our social media, Lame Effects handles Reddit and scheduling, and just a ton of people involved on the Team Fortress TV team. If you do want to support us as casters, we do have a subscribe button here. $5 a month goes to us to help support, and we really do appreciate it if you do. And also, it gives you some cool Twitch TV faces. I always enjoy seeing the TFTV logo in chat. But yeah, all the casting for the LAN will be done on the ESEA channel, so make sure you have that followed. Tons and tons of TF2 will be this weekend. Blank, I've already written up my predictions for the LAN, and assuming Clockwork is going, because I'm assuming this whole Clockwork not going thing is a troll, which Clockwork has trolled us like all season long. But assuming Clockwork is going, what are your preds, Blank?
Well, I'm like 99.9% certain because of multiple sources that he is not going.
No!
So, in the event that he does go, that would definitely make things more interesting, but going off of my sources, it's not happening. So, it slightly changes my preds from, like, I think, when did I first make them? Like, over a month ago or something like that, but, I think we'll probably see another, you know, Banny versus Platinum grand finals, duking it out once again.
Well, I mean, those always provide for like the most entertaining grand finals possible, but it's always nice to at least have this idea that we'll see fresh blood in the grand finals.
That's true. Man, maybe next season, eh, Slid?
Well, there's enough fresh blood on the teams themselves, but Banny Platinum roster is
I know
always
what
in a
you
bit.
mean. The usual suspects in the grand finals, but
Captured.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe Medman will try to step it up.
I'm predicting you guys to make land next season, but that's assuming you continue on this trajectory of improvement. So.
Oh my, all this pressure.
Okay, so getting back into the match, we saw a pretty big first half there. Crunchy Bunch took 2 rounds, Playground Tactics took the next 2, and then Crunchy Bunch barely scraped away with that last round there. What are you expecting to see in the second half, Blank? And, you know, who are the players to watch? We saw Rex had some big, plays, Rikachu had some big plays on his end, and the scouts for the Crunchy Bunch are clearly doing a lot of work. So who are you looking at?
Well, I'm going to be looking at Bosch, because he seems to be doing quite a bit for his team. I'd really like to see him, follow up a little bit sooner and try to follow up on his aggression, just play a little more aggressive in general, because I mean, so far Playground Tactics, there've been a couple times where they play it a little bit too safe, and like that one spar where you saw Crunchy Bunch just kind of went for it even though they were down, I believe, their pocket soldier, and they just used the crits, and they knew that Playground Tactics had Uber. I mean, they just forced their way in and fought Spire, the Uber, and they were kind of able to just bully away Playground Tactics. So I'd really like to see just a little more aggression out of Crunchy Bunch, but I can kind of say the same thing for Playground Tactics, but yeah, I'm definitely watching out for Bosch the second half.
Point is being captured.
It looks like we're live in the future. So, second half should be beginning soon. Apparently, someone had to go eat dinner.
Control point.
And then literally, we were waiting for someone to eat food and then come back and play TF2. This is the only in esports can this happen. Halftime basketball, everyone goes to the locker room and has like a big turkey dinner and, mashed potatoes and shit, and then comes back and plays the second half. No, esports or chess.
Man. I'm sorry, Slim. You're kind of carrying me right now, because I'm still, I mean, even though I did finally sleep after my 57-hour straight
Yeah, that was
thing,
insane. by the way.
I'm still a little bit out of it, so thanks for carrying me right now.
I don't know what possessed you to do that, by the way, but what did possess you, or was it literally just like, I'm awake, so let's just keep it going?
I was not tired for some reason. I couldn't sleep, but then, it finally hit me, and I was like, oh, I think I'm passing out. But looks like the match is live here, Slim, so why don't you take it away here?
I think you're the true Insomniac, even though there is an Insomniac in this match. But yeah, second half beginning now. 3-2 lead for the Crunchy Bunch. And Playground Tactics, reminder, need to win the next 3 rounds if they want to make it to the next map, CP Gravel Pit. So here we go again. Valley rollouts for either team playing their own trains. This is pretty standard stuff that we've been seeing. But Rikachu getting some nice early sticky damage onto the soldiers here. And that might create an opening for Playground Tactics to get aggressive. A lot of heals on the scouts from London Calling. As Okiwaka and Bosch create 2 picks there. Rikachu going down on that balcony. And wow, London Calling getting chased out into yard by Bosch getting finished off there. And wow, complete wipe from Playground Tactics. What happened, Blank? And looks like I will have to tell you what happened. It looks like the Crunchy Bunch...
I was pressing my old push to top. I'm sorry, I forgot I redone it. But I was watching Bosch as he played in Valley. It was interesting. He tried to go closet, but a soldier shut him down. He actually got knocked down to 47 health, but he realized nobody was watching underneath, and he just ran in, 2-shot the demo, and then 2-shot the medic. So,
well, Peyote went down in the process there, but he did switch over to the Kritzkrieg. And now we're going to see a 5-on-5. Peyote's going to have a pretty large advantage, I would say about 20%. They've already captured the Spire for free after that wipe. And let's see what they do next. Sun not spawning for me? Okay, there he goes. He's going to be sniping on that top right.
yeah, so far these snipers have kind of had, mixed results this game, but the Kritzkrieg, I think, so all eyes are on Rex again.
Peyote's been doing a lot of buffing here. He's sitting at 100% on the top right bats, and he's actually allowing London Calling to get an Uber, so not quite sure what he's doing right now. He basically allowed London Calling to even out these Ubers. London, of course, probably has no idea. With this kind of timing, he was expecting, probably a normal Uber, but here comes the scout getting pilled instantly. Rikachu, great job there, along with the debt on the point to take down Okiwaka. The Uber is popped. London Calling had to drop down to save that, and Peyote's Kritzkrieg is going to do absolutely nothing here. 3 players down now for the Crunchy Bunch. 5-on-3 as Playground Tactics want to make make a move happen. They take down Rakusa, who tries to go for the point, and now it's only Rex and Peyote to try and make something happen. Rex actually gets toward the point, and the point has completely been abandoned by Playground Tactics. What? I can't believe they let that happen. He just walked in.
Nobody went top right, and Rex he's a madman. He went for it. I like it. I like this guy. I'm watching him this mid.
That was so unfortunate. Playground Tactics absolutely had no reason not to get that push out, and they completely forgot about the Demo Man, who I don't even know. So at 4-2, Playground Tactics are down 2 rounds here, and this is match point for the Crunchy Bunch to try and finish off the Gropin Grand Finals. Preston, very aggressive bomb to take down Okiwaka immediately, and the scouts for Playground Tactics playing back, they see someone behind them actually, and the scout, yeah, there's Bosch behind, takes down Rikachu, shoots him in the back a couple times, takes him down. And now we're going to be seeing the 4-on-4. The scouts for Playground Tactics are very well healed, but Rex with a great pill to take down Sun, and this could be it. Insomniac going to get finished off by the pistol from Real. Crunchy Bunch winning yet another mid.
Yeah, I was watching Rex that hold mid. I mean, you know, at the start, Raichu got a little bit of an advantage for his team there, but then, you know, Rex was able to double sticky a bombing soldier in and then hit 2 direct pipes on both the scouts, and that pretty much sealed the deal for the mid fight right there.
The control
Yep.
point is being contained.
Rakusa actually got pretty aggressive off that Valley side and tried to get the Force of London Calling, but didn't get it to go. And now that's going to put the Crunchy Bunch a player down, and London Calling has that Uber. They could try and get in the mid on the 6-on-5. They're pushing the house now, clearing that way through, and seeing if they can get in. Rakusa's only spawning now, so he's got a couple seconds to get back in, but here comes that Uber from Playground Tactics early on the house door. Gonna force that Uber, and a lot of flashing from Peyote, actually. This is looking not too bad for Playground Tactics here, but they're not calling any of their players in as Typhus goes down on the flank. So now they're down 6-on-5, now as Playground Tactics are going to be backing up into the yard. And here comes the Crunchy Bunch trying to push this through on a slow push.
Yeah, they really need to keep this fight at choke right now before Crunchy Bunch is able to create a lot of space, and that's exactly what they do right there, fighting at the choke. You know, before you let the number advantage kind of swarm in and spread you out. So a really nice response out of Playground Tactics right there, and they should be able to push into mid here off of a demo scout pit.
Yeah, if we can quickly switch the camera over to Rakusa, who's hiding in a corner by the house. And yeah, the comp hasn't seen him yet. Here comes Rakusa for that bomb to try and get the medic force, but London Calling, really great positioning there, able to back off and not get taken down by Rakusa's little hiding spot, and that mid cap is going to go in favor of Playground Tactics. So 2 players down now for the Crunchy Bunch. They've already backed themselves into the yard. Rikuso Rikachu is actually pushing aggressively through the choke. Doesn't go down to the trap from Rex, but looks like the Crunchy Bunch are backing up very quickly to their own trash. And Playground Tactics need to move quickly if they want to take advantage of this opportunity here. They actually do move that quickly, and they force that Uber from Peyote in the trash. A second Uber coming in now from London Calling, but none of his teammates are really pushing aggressively to try and take the Spire. But
yeah,
here they
both
come
teams
now.
kind of just pranced around. But someone needs to get Rex off a Spire there. He's going to be able to, you know, kill a lot of people. But as we do have a scout going down, though, Bosch, you know, kind of the scout carry at the moment goes down. There's a lot of fighting going on. It looks like I think Playground Tactics is finally going to be able to take the Spire here.
Yeah, they're able to finally bully them off. A nice job getting that early force from Peyote. And the Ubers are going to be pretty even. Rex is setting up a forward hold here and takes down Typhus on the main door. That's going to slow it down a little bit, but London Calling's only at 60%, so he's still a long ways away from getting the Uber as he begins to climb the Spire. Looks like the Crunchy Bunch want to make this push out happen here. Okiwaka jumps up onto the Spire and tries to take down the Demo Man, but no. He's going to have to back off, and he's going to go... He's in a lot of trouble, down to just 4 health, backs up into the upper lobby. Meanwhile, 3 players going down as Peyote gets taken out in the lobby by Preston and Sun. This is a really interesting exchange as both medics have died. But the number advantage is in favor for Playground Tactics.
Oh my god, Typhus is gonna get this though. Sorry to cut you off there, Slim, but the soldier was able to get behind, not getting the back cap though. He had 2 options there. He could have back cap less or killed the demo, and you know, he went for it, but not getting lucky there.
Oh, meanwhile, Real sees an opportunity in the upper lobby and takes down Rikachu at the drop down. So this is a really sloppy exchange for either team, actually. Medics going down, random players going down here. The Crunchy Bunch recognize that the demo is down, and here they come pushing out of the battlements once again, Blank.
The control point is being
Yeah, that there, they just, I mean, they shouldn't worry about the back cap here. As long as you have a roamer sitting by drop down, you should be fine. They need to fight in yard before the demo man, Rikachu's here, is able to do a lot of damage, but they're able to get an early scout pick here, and that's likely to force Playground Tactics out of this fight. Because yeah, they're trying to get out choke now, and I think there might be a scout caught in. They also dropped their pocket soldier. This is not looking good for Playground Tactics.
Yeah, the scout actually behind now. Bosch tried to make a move on the point. Bosch has been behind the enemy team all game long, making crazy moves. But he goes down. It's still going to be 5-on-5, even Ubers. And I don't think that the Playground Tactics are expecting the Crunchy Bunch to push.
Yeah, it looks like both teams just selecting a stalemate out here, which, you know, it's kind of the safer play to go. So it's really going to be on Playground Tactics to push in to 2 here. I'm not sure if we're likely to see another Valley push coming out of them, as last time they tried to do that, it, you know, kind of failed terribly, so let's see what they do this time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the proper response here is just do a slow push through the choke, maybe do like an even Uber exchange, or maybe even sacrifice a roaming soldier here to try and get that force from Peyote.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of, in my opinion, I think choke is just the best way to push this map. I mean, you know, that's where you kind of see the classic bomb the roamer through, but a lot of teams nowadays also run a scout at choke to try and help deny that. I really think tanking your demo man, honestly, and having him spam until you get good damage and then committing with your pocket, it's actually a really good way to push choke.
So we're seeing a little bit of a stalemate here. Quick check of the stats. Rakuso is at the top of the board now with 9 frags in the second half. Still, the score is 4-2. Crunchy Bunch are in the lead, and Playground Tactics need to make this push go successfully if they want to take the second half. The bomb coming in now from Typhus doesn't get it to go. Okiwaka takes him down with a shotgun. And now we see the Crunchy Bunch. Here's their response. Making some moves at the choke, but really Rex is deciding not to pursue. This is a
Yeah, it
decent
looks
decision.
like we do have a soldier in the valley. Well, he's already spotted by scouts. He needs to get out. He's
So
not
here comes
really
that
gonna
Uber
do
now.
anything.
The Crunchy Bunch are coming
Uber's
with that Uber. Yeah, and they force the Uber now from London Calling. They back themselves off here because they recognize that it's even numbers, and they're not really able to get in through the flank. So it's just going to reset, and we're going to see another stalemate maybe, but we might be seeing moves at the choke.
Oh, there's a lot of damage just put on the two people there on Playground Tactics, but no, Crunchy Bunch isn't gonna push off of that damage. That's you know, that's one of those very small type of advantages in TF2 that, you know, most teams won't push off of. I mean, that's something you might see out of a team like, say, Mix-Up if 2 people get really hurt. As we do have a soldier bomb again, getting behind
Typhus-
Spire, and everybody's coming in without Uber here. We see a dry put.
Yeah, really great job there, and Peyote's gonna get caught out of position, taken down by Insomniac. This is a lot of trouble now for the Crunchy Bunch, but the scout is on the medic. Can he get the pick? No, Rill's gonna go down. Another bomb coming in to try and get London Calling, and he does get it to go. Rakuso, great bomb to take down both the Devilman and the medic. It's gonna be a 2-on-1. Typhus gonna try and get on Spire here. Bosch is behind them once again, and let's see if he can get this to go, but he's gonna get... No, he's just gonna decide not to engage that. He's in a complete disadvantage there, and Playground Tactics, a little bit unconventional, but they should be able to get this capture to go. Whoa, Okiwaka! He tries to defend the Spire and craters on the point.
So, Playground Tactics, finally doing something a bit out of the ordinary. I mean, I think listening to our mumble comms and specking it caused them to do something a little wacky like that. But as you see, sometimes doing the crazy or, you know, the unordinary can be pretty effective, as they're able to just, you know, take Spire off of a dry push. So far, Spire is kind of as I called it, seems to be where the game is right now.
Yeah, definitely. We see Rex with a forward hold now. Sticky's on both of the doors. Even Ubers for both these teams, but London Calling has come up onto the battlements with his combo off of the Spire, and they're going to try and start pushing their way into the lower lobby, or upper lobby. That's going to force the Crunchy Bunch back to their last point. Even Ubers again. London Calling has built himself a 20% advantage. He hasn't really been buffing his players, and he's been doing a nice job of building that Uber. London now 90%, and his real switches over to NG, and Bosch now on the Spy. He's going to be disguising himself as a... Oh nope, he switched over to Pyro. Okay, so deciding better of it. So, Pyro NG on last. London Calling, see what we can push to go for.
Okay, well, I like
should get
what
taken
Preston's doing. Yeah, what they need to do is they need to bring the roaming soldier over here. Like, Preston has the right idea, but like anytime a team runs a sentry gun at last, you just buff both your soldiers and have both of them shoot the sentry gun. But it looks like there's no sentry gun. They have a push coming in on the right. The sentry gun's in on the lower right. That's all they're really going to be able to kill here. As yeah, Preston's jumping to get the force, but he's probably going to go down here. As blue team has a full Uber advantage. Are they going to be able to get anything?
Well, they're thinking about pushing out, but they're making sure they're covering all of these doors. And meanwhile, Rikachu, very aggressive on main, gets great damage here to take down Okiwaka, but he's pressured by Rill on the upper lobby, gets taken down. Nice meat shot there, 5-on-5 still. No Devilman alive for Playground Tactics, and the Crunchy Bunch want to begin pushing out. And yeah, we see Rex now on the Spire. Great pressure there from him. Typhus is going to bomb up to try and get him off of there, but he gets counter-bombed again by Rakuso. And now we see this battle once again on the Spire.
Yeah, that we do. Rex, I mean, he's pushed up pretty aggressively. I like the oh, a huge air shot on Spire. I don't know if you caught that, Slim, but
Yeah, Rakuso
I think it's Rakuso doing like a 180 there. So Spire King coming up here as he's trying to get this cap down to 60 health. He picks up the pill bottle, and it's actually been keeping alive long enough to get the cap.
Yeah, but they're in a really weird / bad position where they're down 4 players, 2 players now respawn, but still, London Calling's going to have that 40% Uber advantage. That Spire Cap is going to go back in favor of Playground Tactics, and they're getting into lobby already, ready for this push.
Yeah, that they are. That is kind of a mistake, though, I have to say, the Crunchy Bunch. Really, though, when you're capping a point and the other team is that many people alive, they're going to be fighting back, so your best bet's to try and kill them first and then cap the point. So, I mean, Rakuso did get the cap, but it's as you said, they were down so many that, I mean, here comes London Calling in with a push right now for Red Team, so take it away, Slim.
Yeah, actually, Typhus just didn't even go for the push. They just did this weird bomb out of lower lobby. It was weird. They had a 40% Uber advantage, and London Calling allowed the enemy team to get that back, and Peyote has 100% once again. So, a lot of bombs coming from either team. Preston picks up a kill onto Rakuso, still 5-on-5, and the Pyro for Bosch means they're not going to be pushing out anytime soon.
Yeah, that they aren't. Perhaps, you know, London Calling not recognizing the fact that even though Peyote was alive the entire time they were fighting Spire, he actually wasn't really healing anyone during, you know, huge chunks of that. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's one of those very small things that kind of separates like the top medics in the game from, you know, even these high open medics that'll be in IM next season.
Definitely. This round has actually been going on for quite a long time, and one thing you need to keep in mind as we go through this is that the Playground Tactics need to win 2 rounds by the end of this half in order to send it into overtime at the minimum. So the first round went by pretty quickly. There's going to be still plenty of time left in the second half, but no more than 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes left. I haven't really been keeping track of the clock. But Playground Tactics need to make one of these pushes happen, but they can't afford to lose this push.
Yeah, that they can't. That is something I forgot about. The issue of time here is the sniper is able to get a pick on the other team sniper, and
Whoa!
oh my god, Insomniac dropping the sniper and the medic. This should be a Playground Tactics round. Uber comes in top left, and I mean, this should be theirs. They've already got a 2-frag advantage before the Uber even fades, so this is pretty much their round to win, and there it is. So I believe we're at 4-3 now, Slim.
Wow, that looked like it hurt. Insomnia got 2 huge headshots there. And looking at the stats for both these teams, Rakuso is at the top of the board, 13 frags, but the next 4 frags are covered by Sun, Rikachu, Insomniac, and Preston for Playground Tactics. So Crunchy Bunch are struggling now in the second half when it comes to frag. And now we're approaching the next mid-fight. The score is 4-3, Crunchy Bunch in the lead, but Playground Tactics trying to bring it back. They're going for an underneath mid-play, rushing right across there and separating Peyote from the rest of his team. Meanwhile, Rakuso picks up a kill onto Rikachu, the Demo Man, on their side, but wow, lots of frags coming in underneath as Playground Tactics have pushed across with great heals, finishing off everybody, including the Demo Man in the house. Bosch going down from behind, and Rill is the only one alive. He's coming on behind as well. He's going to get finished off right here underneath the point, though, momentarily. I shouldn't have called that one early, but yeah, Sun does get that kill. And this looks very good now for Playground Tactics to even this one out. They have a huge 90% Uber advantage. They're going to get that Spire Cat for free, and they should just roll it straight into last quickly to hopefully even out the scores for them.
Oh no, but well, it looks like I think they're climbing Spire right here. Is yeah, they're electing to climb Spire, which is, you know, Crunchy Bunch is trying to get into a forward hold. But no, looks like they're going to be able to shove him back without using it, as we have a scout running in really aggressively on the Demo Man, and Sun's able to drop Rex. That is huge, as the Uber comes in top left, and I mean, the Pyro's here trying to buy some time, but he should go down. Typhus goes down, the Pyro goes down. That's the 2-pick advantage, and this should be a 4-4 game here, I believe.
Wow,
yeah,
so after
there
an
it is.
extremely long round, we just saw like one of the fastest rounds that I've ever seen here on Badlands. The score is 4-4, and this is match point for either team. 15 minutes left remaining in this half, so plenty of time for either team to win this. Again, if Playground Tactics win, we send it to the second map, CP Gravel Pit, and if the Crunchy Bunch wins, they win the Open Grand Final. So this is a big mid. Take it away, Blank.
Alright, well this mid I'm watching Bosch. I mean, kind of the pressure's on some of these players to step it up and start winning these individual fights that can determine the game. As he's pushing underneath here, going straight on the Demo Man. The Demo Man is dead for Playground Tactics. Medic's dead. Soldier's dead. Oh, he's trying to 1v1 the scout. The scout backs off, and this is looking like it should be. Oh, he's right back on the scout. Is he gonna win? No, Insomniac getting the upper hand of that 1v1 fight, but nonetheless, mid-fight going to the Crunchy Bunch here.
Uh-oh. So after a quick loss, the Crunchy Bunch collect themselves and win themselves a mid. Really liked how they played together on the point. Really nice job using the heals and balled up to get those frag. And now we see them pushing into the yard. The only one up there is Insomniac to try and slow down this push just a little bit, but he might get caught out down to just 1 health, grabs the pill on the Spire and backs himself off of there. Really nice job of staying alive and stalling that as best he can. But here comes Peyote now. He's got that Uber advantage and he wants to begin pushing. No cap time on the Spire as of yet, but here comes the Crunchy Bunch getting both of their scouts up there. Rikusu gonna get pushed off by the Demo Man. Rikachu's doing a ton of work up there and Preston jumps up to finish a kill onto Bosch. 5 on 5 now. They're trying to force the Uber from Peyote. Real down to just 2 health. There's a lot of possibilities for frags, but Rex just picks up 2. And now with 3 players down for Playground Tactics, looks like the Crunchy Bunch should begin trying to get that lower lobby.
Yeah, that they should, but I mean, that's kind of the wrong response coming out of Playground Tactics there. Raikichi was doing so much damage, just sitting on bats, getting picks and doing damage. The Uber comes in, Peyote pops, and London Calling pops. Ooh, dropping the Pocket Soldier here. Both teams down the Soldier, but the Soldier is respawning. Oh, but the frags just aren't going in Crunchy Bunch's favors. Rex is actually going really aggressive here, not able to get
Scout
anything.
coming
The
behind
Scout's
from the upper lobby. Yeah, Insomniac picks up that kill onto Peyote. Bosch goes down there as well, and that's a complete wipe from the Crunchy Bunch. So they went from winning mid and rolling into lower lobby with that Uber advantage to just botching that last push, allowing London Calling to get that Uber and holding that one off there. And that's exactly what the Playground Tactics need in order to get out of this last.
Yeah, that it is, as well as the fact they have a 20% Uber advantage. I wonder if they'll know that actually Rex isn't set up with stickies yet at mid, but no, he just got there and he's starting to trap it up, so... Gonna see a bit of a stalemate here, but I wonder if, you know, Playground Tactics, with how conservative they've been playing, if they're gonna actually push on this slight advantage slant.
You know, 25% is definitely doable, and I think they're gonna go for it here. They're actually beginning to move into the house now, and, yeah, here they go. London Calling 85%, 90% now, and he's beginning to move. The trap is on top of the house there for Wreck, but I think it's gonna get spotted here by Preston. They run a scout actually in with a super interesting, and they barely flash Rikachu just in time. As Rikachu jumps in towards the choke and gets that Uber force from Peyote, but here comes that counter Uber, a lot of flashing coming in from Peyote here, and it looks like London Calling's in a lot of trouble. The bomb comes in, the shotgun is out, and he goes down. Bosch meanwhile going down here, and a lot of frags going in favor of Playground Tactics, who are coming out of the valley very aggressively and completely taking down 5 players for the Crunchy Bunch. Rex is caught out underneath, he's in a ton of trouble. The pain trains are out, and Typhus wins it. And wow, Playground Tactics gonna get that mid and probably the Spire.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, the initial push-in kind of looked grim for Playground Tactics, but like the big thing that happened there was Crunchy Bunch just kind of committed all their players, you know, right on the other team's train in order to kill the medic. And I mean, sure, they killed the medic, but like they sacrificed positioning and just balled up there and were just eaten alive by everyone from Playground Tactics.
You can't ask for a more exciting clear. The score is 4-4 and Playground Tactics on the verge of sending us to map 2. They are even Ubers, and this is their match to lose now at this point. They're just going to even it out and hope that the Crunchy Bunch can't afford to push out. Again, probably less than 10 minutes left in the second half here, so plenty of time for this round to go. And Playground Tactics just very, very conservative. They're just walking their medic up nice and slow. They don't want to mess anything up here.
Yeah, my eyes right now are on Insomniac. I mean, he's kind of been the guy that's gone Spy, won him a last push, he's gone Sniper, won him a last push, and as I speak of Sniper, Bosch is able to get a headshot on Typhus, but I don't imagine too much will come out of it as he's still on Sniper and Reel's on Heavy, but I mean, so far, Playground Tactics has looked to Insomniac to make the plays happen, so kind of my eyes are on him right now to see if he goes Sniper, Spy, even if he just gets, like, you know, Giant 2K, 3K as Scout, so we will see, Slim.
Yeah, even Ubers, and yeah, Playground Tactics lost Typhus there to that headshot, but that's the thing, when you run defensive sniper, even if you get that pick, you can't do anything about it. And Playground Tactics have waited for their respawners, and they're gonna try and see what they're gonna do here. They're actually taking their soldier in for a straight push. Top left side, Uber's popped fairly early, forced the Uber from Peyote now, and Preston's gonna cross over to the other side, clearing the trap main, but he's gonna have to back right off. The Ubers are out of the way now. And I don't think anything else is gonna happen for this last point.
Yeah, actually, Playground Tactics did do one dry push, that actually worked out pretty well for him in Spire, so I wonder if they're going to try another one here. Is the other team still running that Sniper?
Yeah, and they're also running
What?
a heavy sort of behind the point, 300 health. He's not really buffed, and yeah, here comes that drive push that you're talking about. Preston pushing the top left, getting great damage onto Rex, but no, gets headshot by Bosch. Meanwhile, London Calling is gonna get caught up by Okiwaka on that top left side. 3-on-3 though, on last. Can they finish this off? 2-on-3. A lot of lit players for the
Oh,
Crunchy
they're
Bunch.
so low. Raikichu's gonna win the game because stickies are an amazing
Yes!
weapon. Just
This
the
is gonna
Devilman
be it!
Rex versus Raikichu. Oh, Raikichu's able to jump
Oh,
inside. No!
Rex able
wins
to
the
hold on.
1v1. He saves the day. So
It was like
wow.
a 1v2. He like sticking off and Sam on the
1v2
point.
even,
and
yeah.
They should have just rushed the point between the two of them, and they would have forced Rex to drop down or something. I can't believe they didn't get that.
That scout should have just killed him. I don't know, but I mean, nonetheless, Rex, coming up big right there and saving the round for his team. And just, man, what an action-packed grand finals, Slip.
I am on edge.
I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Crunchy Bunch, but with how close these two teams are, I'd kind of like to see a second map. I mean, I'm not
I want
gonna
to see
lie.
a second map. Yeah, London Calling has a 20% Uber advantage here now, and this could be it there. Bosch is switching over to Pyro, which is the proper response at disadvantage. And let's see if Playground Tactics can do it. They pop the Uber onto Preston in the bottom left. And they run him up and force the combo out there, but Peyote's just 99%. He's gonna get it in time to block the point. Drops down, great flashing there. Rex able to take down 2 players. Typhus and Preston going down. Insom taken down by Okiwaka. 3 players down for Playground Tactics, and they're having to back all the way out to their gray, and they're in a lot of trouble now.
Well, Crunchy Bunch just starting to get out there, but I mean, Playground Tactics has a demo man. Best class at defending Spire. Ooh, as he hits a nice couple of pipes on Gray. Uh-oh, this could be trouble for Crunchy Bunch. I don't know, Slip.
Yeah, they
There's
have
a lot
great
of
presence.
action as they're fighting.
Yeah, they're just rushing right into the yard here to take down Okiwaka, and Rex goes down at the forward spawn to Insom. That's a huge pick there as the scouts are rushing into last. Soldiers dropping down, but the back cap goes
Oh, the
down on
back
the
cap.
Spire. And Bosch able to pick that one up. He's been playing so clutch all game long and saves that round there for the Crunchy Bunch.
The control alert. The
Yeah,
control
that he has. And now he's
Backcapping
backcapping middle. Oh, man. This is just falling apart for Playground Tactics. They need to get out and get to mid ASAP, stop this cap, and just, try and get a grip on the game right now, because Crunchy Bunch is just, they've stolen the momentum. Oh, is Bosch gonna win this 1v1 against the Pocket? No, the Pocket gets healed just in the nick of time. Little
Okiwaka
12
goes for a
health,
big-
and he's still under the point, 27 health. Is he gonna be able to make it out? No, he finally goes down, but the cap goes.
Yeah, there's so many lit players for the Playground Tactics. They're gonna have to back off of this, but here they come back in. They want to try and get this cap time back. But Peyote has that Uber. 2 players going down as Insom picks up 2 at the house. Great play for him to take on the demo and the roamer. And this is just back and forth craziness as neither team has a lot of
can't even
composure.
keep up.
Yeah, they're trying to run it in transition too aggressively, and they're losing a lot of players in the mix. No man's still dead for the Crunchy Bunch as Playground Tactics rushing out of the valley to try and get that Captain on the Spire. Here they are pressuring the lower lobby now as the Uber is popped by London Calling. The Uber's countered by Peyote in the trash, but he's actually going to get caught here. He's running himself. He's by himself now in the lower lobby. Okiwaki picks up a frag there on the Spire and grabs another one on Insom the Scout before cratering on the ground. 5-on-3. London Calling goes down here. He's caught out behind. Sun is going to go down Sun is the only one alive. He's in the house as Preston goes down on the side Spire. And the Crunchy Bunch have foiled this push.
This is so much action this round. Oh man. But I mean, Crunchy Bunch now with the back cap play from Bosch and then getting frags and whatnot. They've finally gotten grip on the situation. I mean, this is just gonna be a heartbreaker round as they're pushing in the yard here without Uber.
Yeah, they have the numbers though, they have the demo man, and Rikachu is on the battlements trying his best to contest, but here comes the bomb from Rakuso to force him back. Sun gonna go down in the trash to the stickies from Rex, and with that 6-on-5 looking pretty good here for the Crunchy Bunch, who have a tremendous 40% Uber advantage, and this could be the round right here. Rikachu, trying to sticky out the enemy combo in the upper lobby, but he almost gets caught out by a scout. They back themselves out to last. London Calling 70%, needs to get this Uber in time to block the last point. Meanwhile, Peyote rolling in through the lower lobby. The Uber is popped. Bosch goes down on the point. Rikachu takes him down with a sticky trap. The Uber is going flashing all over the place as Peyote trying the best to save his teammates, but 4 of them try and sack on the point and go down. Peyote and Rex the only ones alive. It looks pretty bad now as Rex is going to get finished out in the lower lobby. Peyote dropping out the drop down onto Grey Bridge, running himself back alone with the crossbow. London Calling huge Uber advantage for them as Playground Tactics successfully hold off their last and get this Spire cap down. What?
Peyote almost arrowed Solon on Spire, would have killed him as he turned the corner.
He forced the Uber though. I don't know
Oh,
how he
what?
did it, but
Wait, what
Peyote
is going
forced the
on?
Uber from London Calling. I don't know how he did it, but he forced the Uber, and this is looking really, really weird.
No, I'm pretty sure there had to be a Salva.
No,
It had to be.
I'm pretty sure that Peyote was the only one alive there. but yeah, maybe there's a scout behind who came through the drop down and forced that Uber from London Calling. Regardless, Peyote's gonna have a 40% advantage here on the Spires. They're starting to cap it.
Man, they're moving so quick in these transitions, so it's getting hard to keep up here. No lull in the action.
I think that quickness, that speed that they're trying to rush it is actually costing them because neither team can sort of stabilize and keep the advantages that they've obtained.
I don't know, man. This high octane TF2, that's if he can master playing at pace, like they can be the best team in the game. As we have the Uber coming in top left for Crunchy Bunch. Is this the push to end all pushes, the one that seals the deal? We have a soldier sacking him. So much cat time here. He's trying to get sticky kills. No, it's not looking like it. He's able to clutch the round and get all those kills. And Peyote, once again, though, staying alive and got a drop down.
Yeah, he's so good about like backing off when he's either so good at leaving his team at the right time or just bails on them and lets them all die on point. But looks like we see, thank you Truck Truck, Bosch is going to be on Spy here, but I don't think it's the right move because the Spire Cap is going to go down here for Playground Tactics, and that's going to put the Crunchy Bunch in a really, really sour position. We do see Bosch in the upper lobby now on the battlements, but he's so far behind the enemy team, I don't know if he's going to make it in time. Looks like the Playground Tactics have the 50% Uber advantage, and they're already rushing through the house for this push. Bosch,
yeah,
here he
that
comes
there
now
is
with
Bosch.
this.
I'm watching him. He's maybe going to get a soldier here as the Uber's already is. He gets a soldier. He's got the ambassador out. I mean, someone's got to call it now as he should die in house to the scout, and there you go.
But still, Playground Tactics doing a nice job here. They picked off Peyote the medic, and now they're trying their best to hold on to the mid, but here comes the bomb as Crunchy Bunch are just completely stopping this mid cap from going down. They killed everyone but London Calling.
Wow, I mean... Well, just the spy backs out a soldier, and I think really he put the fear in them. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, there's a spy behind, so, you know, Playground Tactics have 2, maybe 3 people turn around, you know, in that split second while they're doing that. And then all the Crunchy Bunch just swarmed in as, you know, they weren't paying attention, and just, this is all over the place.
Yeah, we've seen it go from a wipe on mid, the Crunchy Bunch could have had that round, all the way back to the other side, Playground Tactics could have had the round, and now back again as the Crunchy Bunch are on their 4th point, ready to push into last with a 20% Uber advantage. And we've seen this Uber advantage thing over and over again from Peyote's team, and it hasn't really worked out for them yet.
Yeah, that it has. But really, I mean, the key thing that was throwing these advantages away is these teams are just rushing point too much when they have Uber advantage. That if they just secure the kills... Oh, it's a crit streak.
Yeah, here comes the crits now from Peyote as the crits in, but the Uber coming in now from London Calling as Rikuso rushes the point, gets taken down to Heavy on the point, able to keep back all the players. And 2 players down now, both soldiers dead for the Crunchy Bunch.
Oh, but Rex gets a nice kill. Top right. Uh-oh, he's gonna come back in. They want to win this. Yeah, everyone's on the ground. This is where the Demo Man is such just a nuisance. And oh my god, Crunchy Bunch. They pull away with a 5-4 victory, and just, you know, you and I, we really wanted to see a G-Pit, but at the end of the day, Crunchy Bunch pulls away with a 5-4 victory on just, I mean, Rex kind of took the game in his hand there that last round, and just overall well played to them.
I wanted to see G-Pit so badly, you don't even know.
I know, for once, I mean, I'm kind of an advocate against G-Pit, but with the way these 2 teams are playing, I wanted to see one, because I think it definitely would have been exciting, but I mean, that was a heck of a Badlands match, Acelin, so definitely a birthday present.
Yeah, happy birthday, Blank. That was hands down the most exciting open grand finals I have ever seen. Regardless of whether or not we saw G-Pit, that was just back and forth action the entire time. 2 rounds early in favor of the Crunchy Bunch, 2 rounds back from Playground Tactics, 2 rounds again from Crunchy Bunch, and then 2 rounds again from Playground Tactics, and 4-4 was so back and forth the entire time. But yeah, ultimately the Crunchy Bunch win it 5-4. That's going to make it 2-0 on the entire map score. And the Playground Tactics are your 2nd place winners. The Crunchy Bunch are your open champions. And both these teams will be moving on to intermediate next season. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. The stats are up on the board there for you guys to see. We had a ton of players for an open match, and I just want to thank you all for watching tonight. Don't forget to check out the ESCA Invite Playoffs, and we'll call it the LAN down in Dallas, Texas, this weekend live starting Saturday, April 20th on twitch.tv/ESCA_orange. Stay tuned to Team Fortress TV for more information. Any shoutouts, Blank?
Well, just a shout out to you, Slip. Thanks for allowing me to cast with you. Shout out to Kurt for the excellent camera work. Shout out to the chat for joining us on this really exciting Open Finals, and I guess shout out to both the teams that took place, and shout out to the Madman.
All right, well, thank you all for watching once again, and have a good night. We'll see you on Saturday.